First up on the show, well, history will be made in a short while from now as India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates West Asia's first stone-carved Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi. It will signal how far the United Arab Emirates has come in acknowledging the different faiths of its expatriate community. The BAPS Hindu temple sits on 27 acres in Abu Mureka. The land was gifted by the UAE leadership in 2019. The architectural marvel was built at a cost of around $95 million. The temple is 108 feet high. Its external facade uses pink sandstone from Rajasthan, while the interiors are made of Italian marble. Underlining the communal harmony behind the construction, the temple committee noted how a Muslim king donated land for a Hindu temple, while the lead architect was a Christian, the project manager a Sikh, and the foundational designer a Buddhist. The construction company a Parsi group, and the director is a Jain. Now, ahead of its inauguration by Prime Minister Modi, the BAPS Hindu Mandir was consecrated, and earlier today at the World Government Summit in Dubai, Prime Minister Modi asserted the world needs inclusive governments that take everyone along and are free from corruption. He said his fundamental principle has been minimum government, maximum governance. Now, on the sidelines of the World Government Summit, Prime Minister Modi also met his UAE counterpart Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He held wide-ranging talks on bilateral cooperation, trade, investment and other topics. In another bilateral meeting, the Prime Minister held talks with the President of Madagascar, Andre Rajoelina, in Dubai. Both leaders appreciated the close cooperation between the two countries in various multilateral fora, including the United Nations. On Tuesday, Prime Minister Modi held talks with the UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan in Abu Dhabi. Both signed several agreements and memorandum of understandings on bilateral investment, electrical interconnection and connectivity, trade, digital infrastructure projects and interlinking of the payment platforms. Now, as part of his two-day visit, thousands of members from the Indian diaspora also greeted the Prime Minister at the Ehlan Modi event at Abu Dhabi's Sports Stadium just yesterday. And talking about India-UAE ties, the two nations are among each other's top trading partners. The bilateral trade touched about $85 billion in 2022. The UAE is also among the top 4 investors in India in terms of foreign direct investment in the year 2022-23. And Siddhant Sibbal is joining us live now from Abu Dhabi for the very latest on this. And, well, Siddhant, tell us a little bit more about this temple inauguration that is likely to take place today, the significance and what can we expect.
Well, let me start by telling you that I am standing just in front of the temple. The Indian Prime Minister is about to come in the temple, and then the inauguration ceremony will start. And we have been talking about this temple for last 48 hours in terms of its significance, how it is seen as something pivotal to India-UAE relationship. But let me first get one of the guests, Rupesh, who is one of the volunteers here and have been constantly working non-stop, but he can give a sense of the significance of this temple. You have been helping people here who have been approaching to witness this historic ceremony as well. Talk to us about this temple.
So this is the personification of love, peace and harmony, which are the words from our Guru that has touched everyone. You see how many volunteers there are here from around the world, whether it be the UK, the US, India, Australia. Far and wide, the people have flocked to this region to come and serve people like yourselves, as well as the visitors to the Mandir, to make this inauguration a special moment. It's a deeply emotional moment for the UAE people locally who have dreamt about this moment, and having now sat in the inauguration and Maharaj now coming and staying here with us in our hearts. It's a dream come true. And we hope to spread the messaging of love, peace and harmony throughout the world, through this mandir, through the visitors coming, through the messaging, right? It's beautiful. Like, if you think the leaders of the UAE have come and personified harmony themselves, right, by engaging with the Indian community, which is in vast amounts here. As you know, there is the largest expat community of Indians in the UAE. So, showing the respect is very difficult to do at times, and the leadership here has shown that respect immensely.
Well, thank you so much, Rupesh, for joining with us. So that was Rupesh talking about the significance of this temple. But let me tell you that it was in 2015 that the UAE government announced that they're going to give this 27 acres for the temple. That was the first visit of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to this country. That was a visit coming after a gap of 34 years that any Indian Prime Minister traveled to UAE. Then thereafter we saw the construction starting, the inauguration ceremony taking place. I can give you certain stats, which includes that 1,80,000 bricks have been used. The pink sandstone which you can see at the temple has been sourced from Rajasthan. Approximately 5,000 craftsmen have been involved, and we know that this was a moment that many here in UAE were waiting. We spoke to many of the people who were coming inside the temple to witness this historic ceremony, and many of them have taken off. They have spoken to their employers just to witness and be part of this ceremony. Remember, this is the first traditional stone temple of UAE and the biggest temple, Hindu temple of the West Asian region.
Right, Siddhant, thanks very much indeed for joining us for the very latest there. We will come back to you as the Prime Minister arrives for that temple inauguration. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.